I'm down.
Where are you?
Down here. First aid cabinet, Chad. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Get in here, heal up.
Hell. I'm looking at you. Stop leaving everybody behind.
Oh, they left. Yeah, okay. So we've got bots.
Yeah.
This is all mildly infuriating. I mean, you know, what part of life isn't mildly infuriating at some points?
I feel like mildly infuriating is like, what do you call that? It's almost like an oxymoron.
Kind of.
Because it's like infuriating implies extremely mad, but like mildly extremely mad. Like, know what I mean?
I was going to say, I know some people who can hold it back, who can hold back their rage, not show it, but they're angry.
It's like this makes like a small man scream loudly and violently inside of me, but not like actually makes me violent, I guess.
I guess, yeah. But yeah,
it's like the post that I saw on Facebook earlier that my friend shared, where they were. It's like one of those like, oh, like, you know, from the dark brain all the way to like the enlightened God thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different Japanese words, but then they've tacked on English words with them. And it's like, Ariga thanks, Yamate kuda stop, Sayonara, Choto minute, Sarimasen, Ariga thanks gozaimasu. And I was just like, weeb music stops. Like, whenever I saw that, like, just like, excuse me, fuck you.
All of a sudden, it's just like Tom reading newspaper. All of a sudden, Tom's just like, what the fuck? The fuck you say? But also, yeah, Jacksepticeye. That's the whole thing. And Jacksepticeye. This was requested in our Discord request line, and honestly, it's Jacksepticeye. I'm all about watching some Jacksepticeye because I just love supporting the guy, and also I find him to be very, very funny. And also, you know, I'm glad that he's decided to come back to YouTube because after, you know, going through a very rough time, it honestly, there's times I've considered just stopping what I'm doing, but at the same time, I realize, you know, if I stopped, I would be missing it. But that's just me. I know everyone acts differently. There's several who have literally, like, quit YouTube and have never come back, and they did it because they wanted to. It wasn't because, you know, they quit because their channel was deleted or anything like that. It was just literally just like, yeah, I think I'm done. I know that they've moved on to other things. I know Mystery Guitar Man, I know he moved on to film directing, which is awesome. But at the same time, I kind of miss Mystery Guitar Man. There's also, you know, various other YouTubers who have moved on to other things. And there's some I'm glad are still here with us. And Jack is one of those. Jack has always been one that I can always turn to and just laugh or cry or just, you know, feel some sort of big, big emotion from. Which, you know, I don't know 100% what this video is about, but people requested it on our Discord, so I guess we're going to give it a watch. So, this is Mildly Infuriating with Jacksepticeye. Here we go.
You know those times where you go to take a sip from your bottle? Oh, that's not it. Or you go into the store and you forget your mask. Then you have to go all the way back and get one just so you can go in. Or you really need to look up something on your phone.
I keep mine in my pocket.
Or realize you left it upstairs, and then you have to go all the way up to get it, and then come all the way back down. You know what that is? It's mildly infuriating. This is a subreddit I'm very familiar with. I've seen this pop up on the front page every now and then of stuff that's just, it's not enough to like completely ruin your day, but it's just mildly infuriating. It gets you right up until boiling point, and then you simmer down and you cool off and you pull back. Let's see what makes other people mildly infuriated. Roommate throws away dishes so he don't You won't have to do them. I bought out our dishes and silverware.
Oh, fuck that roommate.
What?
I'd throw away the roommate.
Way more than mildly infuriating. That's
Throw the
enough to
roommate in the
bring
trash.
someone to justice. I would
Yeah.
take them to court. Who
Yeah.
throws away dishes just so you won't have to do them? Do they have infinite money or something? I'm already really infuriated. This isn't mild at all. I get it if it's like paper ones or maybe even plastic, bad for the environment, but I can get it then. But if you actually have dishes and colanders and tumblers and cups and all that kind of stuff, nah, kick them out. That's an ex-roommate as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
Eating in public as a celebrity? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, that's so bad. Look, I've been recognized when I've been out eating, and sometimes it is kind of annoying. Like you either do it as I walk in and you recognize me. Oh god, this sounds so pretentious. I'm fine with people coming up to me, but not when I'm like sitting down comfortable with my girlfriend or with friends and like we're tucking in, we're conversations flowing, we're ordering our food, we're eating. All of those times are no-nos. Just basically think of it as
Like,
basic
I would,
human
like,
decency.
at the most, like, as I walk by his table on the way out, be like, top of the morning to you, Jack. You know, something like that.
well-
Just acknowledge that I see him and I don't want to bother him, you
Well-
know.
well,
Just like,
yeah,
I like your stuff, I'm a fan, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother you, basically.
Yeah, for me, I would wait until he's like not in conversation. Either when he's getting up to leave or something like that.
I just feel like give him a respectful little salute
Yeah,
on the way
I just-
past, you know.
I would just be like,
top of the morning,
to you, Jack. Top of the morning to you, laddie. Yeah, but something like that. But honestly,
Standing there waiting at someone's table while they're eating, like,
that's
all of those people
That's-
suck.
yeah.
Like, I would never do that. My anxiety
No.
wouldn't let me do that. And there's
Eh.
certain things that anxiety does that, in my opinion, are kind of good things. Like,
They rein in stupid behavior sometimes.
yeah.
For me, here's the thing: we've been recognized.
It's like, just any kind of, like, self-awareness, if you just think about the idea of standing there while someone's eating at their table just so you can maybe talk to them or get an autograph. Like, how... You look absurd.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
I don't care how much you love that person. You've never met them, and they're just trying to have a freaking peaceful meal.
Trying to have an ounce of normality.
Yeah,
and
you're, like, basically making that impossible for them,
and-
that sucks.
And,
That's
and
how
here's
I
the thing: we've been recognized in public, probably not to the same level as Jack, because this is Jacksepticeye we're talking about.
Not to the
here.
level of, like, someone coming up to our table while we're eating or something.
No,
Just
no.
Like,
But instead, it happened at several. It's happened at several conventions.
when conventions are a social event, that's
Well,
fine.
yeah,
like,
and that's
obviously.
and you see,
You're there
that's
to
a
talk to
perfectly
people at
normal
a convention.
thing. That's a perfectly normal thing. One happened to Chad at a drive-through. He told you about that, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, that's literally just like, hey, like, from the guy that's working there. That's not weird either.
No. Like, you're like, if anything, you're encumbering the guy who's like taking your order. He's freaking out because he's just like, oh my gosh, it's the Renegades.
You're interrupting his job by
Yeah,
eating.
exactly. Yeah, kind of. But I understand where Jack's coming from here, and honestly, if I did see Jack out in public, I would just be like, hey, how you doing, Jack? And then and that's it. Or Sean, whichever he prefers. He probably prefers Jack because where I don't know him personally, I can't really call him Sean to his face.
It'd probably be a little weird, like, to just have somebody be like, hey, Sean, like, whenever you're using a name on the line, and just
Yeah.
be like, Jacksepticeye, top of the morning to you.
Hey, Jack, what's going on? Hey, Jackie boy. So, anyway, let's get back to this.
I know a lot of people think, oh, it must be amazing being famous and people come up to you all the time and say hi. It's like,
Kinda.
there are times when it's just not that great. But having this many people around you, it's a human zoo. You're not even getting anything out of this exchange. You're just looking at a person being a person. They're just people. They wipe their arse the same way you do. Both hands first. This is way more than mildly infuriating. This sucks. This should be people are awful. Applying online at Best Buy. We should greet all Best Buy customers. True, false. You did not select the correct response. We welcome our customers, not greet them.
Oh, fuck you.
So it's a trick question? You don't greet them, you
Yeah,
welcome
Best
them?
Buy's
It's the
interview was
same
actually kind of
thing.
like that
It's
when
like
I
saying,
went to their interview. Like, they asked some bullshit fucking questions.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand them.
Like, Best Buy. I did it before. I'll do it again.
They had this fucking scenario. I've never asked this interview question when I've been hiring anybody or anything similar to this, and I've never heard it asked anywhere else anything similar to this. All right, so you're working in the store, and there's a guy that's dressed nice, and he's looking through stuff, and then there's like a guy that's not dressed as nice, and he looks like he's having some trouble. Who do you help first? You know what their fucking response was? Help the guy that's dressed nice because he's more likely to have money. And I'm just like, what the fuck kind of greedy corporate bullshit is that?
If anyone ever
it's like, I asked the guy who looks like he needs help first is who I ask. Like, fuck you.
Actually, you know what? Here's what my response would be. It's like, okay, if I said, I would help out the one who is having trouble, and they say, oh, actually, we want you to go to the one who's nicer dressed. Like, oh, okay, all right. Can I rephrase my answer real quick? And they'll be like, okay, go ahead. It's like, okay. I walk in between both of them. I pull a They both turn around shocked, run out of the store, and you lose everything. How's that? And then I get up and leave the interview. That would be what I would do at that point. I'm probably
some bullshit.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry. I went a little too far on that one. I apologize.
But yeah, fuck Best Buy as a hiring company. Sure.
The morning to you, or good morning. It's the same bloody thing. You're still welcoming people into the place. Come on, man. God. Is this a real thing? Anybody out there work at Best Buy can corroborate
yes,
this?
Jack, unfortunately,
it's
some real bullshit.
And I would believe this. This is not a daycare. I just have kids, and they like to play with the neighbor kids. Kids are having fun with friends, so a neighbor reported to HOA that they must be running a childcare. Oh, God. If there's nothing
the Homeowners
worse,
Association?
it's people poking their noses where it's not welcome. Somebody else having fun? Not on my watch. That's Twitter. That's twitter.com. That's Bird app through and through. Somebody else having fun? No. You either jump in way too much with it and act like you're part of it and you're having just as much fun as they are, or you absolutely detest it and you want to destroy it. There's no in between with people. I'm convinced.
Not on Twitter, no.
This video's going to make me so cynical and jaded and hate.
Well, no, it happens in real life between people because people can actually have a conversation with each other whenever they, don't have the Twitter sphere running around in their friggin' head. Like, I've encountered people who I've compromised with on multiple things, and it can happen. It's just, it takes people talking to each other, not bringing up talking points or like talking through memes, which I admittedly do every now and again, so I can't say I'm 100% not guilty of that, but still.
I just realized the problem with this video format is that we're all going to be mildly infuriated by every single entry probably, and therefore have shit to say about it.
Probably. We'll see.
Eat people, but I've been stuck inside in lockdown for long enough to know that people annoy me now. Ugh. Also, why put up a sign? Call them. Have an adult conversation about it. I don't know. I don't think this is going to do a damn thing to this person. They're just trying to help the driver. Whoa. That is mighty generous of you. But tips can't be more than 50% of your food's total? What? What if you're having a really great day and you just want to tip somebody or somebody give you an incredible service? Now, granted, I come from a culture that tipping is built into your price. That's just part of the bill, so you don't actually have to tip.
Yeah.
Tipping over here is just weird. You can still do it, but most times they just tell you not to. But if you really wanted to, like there's sometimes when I'm out, I've been at like conventions and stuff with friends and we've just had a really great time. I'm in such a good mood and I just tip. I've tipped an incredible amount sometimes. I'm just so amazing like that, I guess. But I've definitely tipped more than 50% of your food's total. And just been like, you know what? You have great service. Have a great day. Everyone's in a good mood. Let's just keep the train rolling. To deny somebody the good Samaritanship? Order $10 in food, tries to leave a tip of $5.50. Whoa, just take it easy, man, okay, Mr. Moneybags? Okay,
I actually did this. This woman, she served me, Jake, and a few others at Waffle House, and she was on it, dude. She never had an empty drink. We got everything that we needed. If we had any questions or anything like that, she was there on it. And she was a great server. And, my bill came out to around, I think it was $10. I gave her a $50 and told her to keep the change. And I'm just, because I was just like, this woman killed it. And I was just like, and you know, everyone else tipped too, but I was just like, hey, there's a 50. And it's like, oh no, rest is for you. Because I remember like her checking us out and everything. She was just like, really? I'm like, yeah, you did great. Thank you. Good service is hard to find, and I appreciate, you know, you taking care of us. And then everyone else tipped her too, so, you know, it was a good night for her.
Nice.
And it was. I also wished her a happy Halloween because it was near Halloween at that point.
Calm down, Jeff Bezos. What are you doing ordering from DoorDash? Hold on. The men's beach handball team's uniform versus the women's uniform. My God. See, I don't participate in any of these sports, and I never have grown up, and I don't know anybody who has. But every time I see it in the Olympics, I'm always like, does this have more viewership sometimes than some other sports in the Olympics? Let's be honest. And then I wonder how much of
I
it
just
is
don't watch
actually
the
like
Olympics.
forced upon. Because if I were the women's team, I would just cause an uproar. And I mean,
That's like some
I-
video
I-
game
I'm
level
not part of
costume
this. I have
design. Know
no
what I mean?
force, no
It
choice
is.
one way or the
It
other.
is.
It's like some Final
But
Fantasy
couldn't you come
shit or
together and like
something.
make up a
Not
big stink
necessarily
about
Final
it?
Fantasy,
Get
but,
a
you know,
petition going online. We all know
Scusi
how
Korean MMO or something.
Yeah.
It's like where you get the breastplate as your male character and you equip it and it looks like you're fucking tanked out, you know, and then you equip the same breastplate as a
It's like
female
it's like
and it's
two
just a
pasties.
string bikini, you know.
It's like two pasties. That's it. Two pasties and a piece of Scotch wool tape.
much those petitions help. Like all those petitions on change.org that have actually made a difference. But surely something must be done about this. Let's see what the comments have to say. This is the same team that wore shorts to play and were fined because the shorts were inappropriate. Woman here, I feel that there should be multiple types of uniforms so people who'd rather cover up more can, and whoever wants the breeze aren't worried about covering. Yes! Exactly. More options is
Give 'em a
always
choice.
good. If you want to wear this,
I
if
agree.
it makes you feel more
Wear the
comfortable,
same
and you can play
colors,
better,
but,
because I
you know,
imagine
the-
there's a lot more
the
flexibility.
fit that you
in it.
want.
Then go for it.
If a chick's like, I want the bikini so I can have full range of movement
And
all
then,
over, you
and
know,
then, and then the one dude's just
sure.
like, I want the banana hammock. Why? I want to show off my junk. It's like,
Just be like, well, you're really, really, really damn good at handball, so I guess we'll give you that one, Jerry.
exactly.
It's like, thanks,
It's
bro.
like we never win fucking handball.
In Sean?
Might as well show off. No, I'm stopping. Okay.
Less sweat. You don't
Bad
heat
name.
up as much, and
Bad.
Lord knows I
Almost
love
made
that.
a
I love
horrible
being
pun.
easy breezy, baby. But if you want to cover up, you should be allowed. It shouldn't be all or nothing. Come on. We're in 2021. We've gone through a pandemic. I think we can let the uniform thing slide, huh? That awkward moment when your thermostat is actually hanging on a nail and doesn't control the temperature whatsoever. Shout out to the best landlords ever. It's just a placebo thermostat, okay?
Sons of bitches.
The heat is just whatever you think it is. You turn it down and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm nice and cool
Wow.
now. You turn it way down because it's still too hot and you're like, man, something's wrong. I should see a doctor. I feel like this should be punishable under the law, right?
It
You
should
be
be.
allowed to take someone to
That's
court,
false
sue them.
pretenses.
Just bring down the absolute max of the justice system upon people like this. I get too warm. In this new place that we're in, we got AC installed, and it's an absolute game changer. You don't normally get AC in places in England, so to be able to have it in my home, I feel like this is a cheat code. I feel like I broke the law of being able to have cool air in my room as I record. This would make me, I'm just gonna say, it would make me kill someone. Ever wonder what at the top of Everest looks like? Man, this pisses me off. I saw another picture recently of just how much garbage is on the top of Everest. I remember growing up, conquering Everest was like the biggest thing in the world to do. If you conquered that, you were basically immortal. Nothing could ever kill you anymore.
Well,
'Cause
now
conquering
Everest is like
was
a
the
tourist
biggest thing
spot.
ever. Now there's so many people going up there that there's trash problems on the top of Everest. I have a really big problem when the remotest places on Earth have a garbage problem. We already have a big garbage problem everywhere normally. There is a thing though that you're supposed to. I'm absolutely infuriating. This really grinds my gears. There's a thing
Okay, Peter
that
Griffin.
you're supposed to bring down 8 kilos of garbage. Because you use a lot getting up there. I get that. It's a very hard thing to do. You get to the top, you have a lot of garbage with you. But there's a thing on Everest now that you get fined unless you bring down like 8 kilos of garbage with you. But it's like a $4,000 fine. So what people do is that when they're budgeting their trips to Everest, they just budget in the $4,000 and pay the fine and leave the garbage. Man, conquering Everest is not it shouldn't come at that kind of a cost. Cool, you conquered Everest. You're still an asshole. Renters demand a new dryer since this one isn't working well. Oh no. Are you going to pull out the lint drawer and it's going to be absolutely full? Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god!
Clean out your lint filter, you freaking moron!
That's like a blanket.
You're lucky your
Give
fucking
that to your
house hasn't burnt down.
Yes! We clean ours out every time we use it. Literally.
Well, we did have to tell Cathan to clean it
Oh,
out.
well, that's right. But I don't think Cathan knew how to do it because again, he's a kid.
I was like, clean out the lint filter so you don't burn the house down, bro.
And he's just like, what's
He's like,
a
oh,
lint
my
filter?
bad, okay.
What's a lint filter?
Granny so she can knit you a jumper for Christmas.
A
That's a
woolly
fire
jumper?
hazard. I demand a new dryer. This one isn't working well. I also demand life insurance because I'm going to burn to death when this thing goes off. Make them
Yes!
pay more. Make them pay more rent. That's
Yeah.
completely unreasonable and unfair. But make them pay more. I own a house now. I bought my own dryer. We take the lint out of it. Okay? I've done that many times. This is uncalled for. Amazon started placing lockers in my city. That's how our park walkways look now. That's hideous.
That's
There's
a
so many better
dick
places to
move,
put these
man.
things. I mean, here they have
Get
them
a
like
little
It's a really
indoors
big dick
outside.
move to put it on the
Get-
fucking sidewalk.
Get a concrete pad off to the side or something like that, or put it next to a bus station.
Like, literally, if I was walking on the sidewalk and I walked past one, whatever. But the fact that it's in the middle of the fucking sidewalk, it's not in the middle, but the fact that it's already on walking space, like, no.
No.
Don't take up real estate that's reserved for people walking through the park. With your
Agreed.
fucking corporatism.
Stores. Why would you put them anywhere else? Why in the middle of a park? Bring down the law on them. Come on. Bring Jeff Bezos to court. Hit him with the book. Bring the entire
won't do
judicial
that.
system down on him.
Jeff
That's all this
Bezos is
video
an
is
information
me trying to
gatherer
make
for the
sure
US
that
government. They're
everybody's
gonna-
life
I
is
don't know what
at
law
stake.
usually think
Look,
can
the
afford to
older
do
I
anything
get,
against Jeff
normally I
Bezos
would look
or
at this and
anything.
go like, oh, what a big deal. Come on. The older I get, the more I'm like, no, that's it. There are lines to be drawn.
I go out there at night
I
with
have
friends and knock
boundaries,
that
and they
shit
have
over.
been broken severely. Oh man, Pinterest, the worst of the worst. Every time I Google search something, this video is exactly what it's supposed to be. Mildly infuriating. It's the most relatable video I've ever uploaded. Every time I try and Google search something, like an item, a new try to get gifts for people's birthdays, and I found like a cool art book. Awesome. I look that up. Click it. It's Pinterest. Can't even look to see where it's from or anything like that because I need to sign up and make an account. And
No.
Pinterest are the ones that have done this
That always
years
irks me.
ago. I've never had a Pinterest account. I hate Pinterest, but if I want to use it, then sure. Let me have all the
You take a
pins that I
piss on
want and then
Pinterest.
make an algorithm for all the stuff that I like. Curate it all into a homepage for me. But if I just want to look at an item, get lost, Pinterest. Yeah.
Agreed.
I mainly hate it when I Google search for images and I get Pinterest result. Okay, apparently I won't view this picture. Yes, exactly. It's the worst. Pinterest needs to be brought to court. I had a group project that I had to do in college when I was in the hotel management course, and it was just about it was more of a project on group building and team exercises and working together and stuff. But we had to do it on an app, a site that was pulled out of a hat. And I had to do Pinterest, and it's the most unfun that I have ever had doing a project. This
Damn,
was
that's
the
saying
worst.
something.
I hate Pinterest with every fiber of my being. Ew! No!
Oh!
A carpet in your bathroom? Not even England has that. And England put carpets everywhere. Some of the places that you go to, the places that you rent, the places that you buy, it's light, cheap wood in kitchens, and it's carpets in every room. Now I get it sometimes, it's cold during the winter and whatever, but carpets just keep so much dirt in them.
Yeah.
And as an asthmatic, I hate them with every fiber of my being. Bring
I feel you,
carpets to
Jack.
court. That being said, I do have a carpet.
That's what I was telling
in
you
this
about
room,
back at the
but it's a
mansion. I was like,
very,
we got
very
too many
nice one.
carpets here,
And
man.
it's great on my.
I remember you complaining about that.
Because whenever you
were right.
redid the room that Lulu was taking and put more carpet in, I was like, it's going to be a kiddie room. I think you should have just made it, something like linoleum or something not carpet,
Yeah.
Whatever your choice may be. But carpet's just allergy trap, basically, for the most part.
It is.
feet. It's soft. And in a room like this, you need things to be dampened. But outside that door, no carpets. Why would you put them in a bathroom? Even just getting the bath water all over it, but come on, guys. Let's admit it. No matter how much we try and aim for the bowl, sometimes there's a sprinkle that happens. I've actually started peeing sitting down because my legs are tired. I wake up in the middle of the night, I have to pee. I just want to sit down. I don't want to stand. It wakes me up too much. So I've just been peeing sitting down at home. And like at a urinal.
I'm always afraid of falling asleep on the toilet if I try to sit down when I go to pee.
I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll let those free balls fly, but it's a public toilet. It's all tiled. I don't care if there's sprinkles going everywhere. All right, but at home, in a bathroom, that carpet is covered in pee and poo. Oh, what happens when designers prioritize aesthetics over usability? I hate it. The amount of times, because I have them all next to each other just for... because it makes my phone look ugly if I don't. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And the amount of times that I've hit my calendar thinking that I'm going to Google Maps. Now, maybe I'm just a moron.
No,
that's user
you're not.
error, sure. But the fact that it happens, these were so good. I know exactly
Water
what
buffalo.
all of these are at a glance. And I get it, like the colors are nice to look at, but everything just looks the same. It blends together. I hate it. Google, you've so much money. Stop making our lives difficult, please. I like you as a company, well, to an extent. Okay, I'm not going to take you out for dinner or anything, but this sucks. Stop. The peas are upside down.
Oh my God, they
I've seen
are.
that
Oh
before,
my
yeah.
God. Isn't that funny how you can tell that just by the shadows? It's like something's off. That's so bizarre. Why are they upside down? Did you just not have
'Cause
peas for the
Photoshop.
pictures? You just got a picture and
Dude
put them
didn't
on
know
it?
how to mirror
There's so many questions.
image in
What is going
Photoshop,
on with this
so he
picture?
fucking
Also,
rotated it
that looks
instead.
delicious. Oh, if this is chicken and mushroom, steak and kidney. Oh, baby. I want that. Oh, maybe even a curry pie. Oh, I'm hungry.
Damn it, Jack.
I've recorded this. Thanks, YouTube.
Oh.
I'm grounded now because of your ads. Jesus Christ. Really? Good Lord. Yeah, I remember seeing a video where it was somebody getting like a Brazilian wax. It wasn't censored at all. It had millions of views, but because it's like deemed educational, it can still be educational, but be censored. I mean, I don't really care because I'm an adult and nothing really phases me anymore. But the amount of people who use this app who don't want to see that, and the fact that I get demonetized probably just for showing or reading
Me
out
being
some
a
of these
degenerate.
words.
That's disgusting.
This is allowed
Where?
on the site now. Granted, this is what 11 months ago. Maybe things have changed. Maybe they've clamped down on them. But that stuff still exists. Let's be fair. Let's call a spade, okay?
I
Google,
agree.
come on now, get it together. I'm sick of being demonetized. I'm not swearing anymore. It's done. It's over. I'm gonna say frick and heck from now on. My partner borrowed the car for the few days and gave it back like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's better than throwing it out the window. It's better to keep it here.
Yeah,
would-
but you're still an ass if you borrow somebody's car and don't fucking clean your trash out before you give it back.
If they came back and they just went upstairs and sat down on a couch, you know, and just like started chilling and all that, I came down there and I saw that, I'd go right back up into the apartment, get out a trash bag, and I would walk over to the couch and I would throw the trash bag on their lap and be like, "You got work to do." And they'll just be like, "What are you talking about?" It's just like, "You fucked up my car. Bad. You're gonna clean it out." And it's like, but I just got back from a trip. It's just like, yeah, good for you. You made it home. Now clean my fucking car.
So you can recycle it than throwing it out the window. But my God. See, I'm somewhat of a neat freak at times. I'm not really consistent with it. This is just a nightmare for me. I think it's because I'm somewhat of a germaphobe even, because I feel like growing up with asthma and having to worry about dust everywhere and what's on my hands and will it make me sick and things like that. I feel like my immune system just wasn't the best growing up, so I'm just averse to all of this kind of stuff. It's all bottles too. Just take off the lid, scrunch it up, and then put it in the bin. It's not that hard. Come on, people. Bring them to court. Throw the book at them. Okay, I need to stop there. I feel like out of the goodness of my health, I think I just need like a break from that. I think I can't go to it again anytime soon. But those were the top of all time. So maybe they're just the worst of the worst of the worst. Maybe I should have just gone like the top of last month or something. Really just eased myself into it. I basically just jumped into fire and then pretended that I could walk on it. Oh, God, my heart. I need to just go and do meditation for a bit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You know what's super mildly infuriating is when people watch these videos and then click off of them before this part happens and they don't subscribe after watching because they had a laugh or they don't like the video. That really just Cooks my nuggets. It's the worst.
Cooks my nuggets.
Let me know down in the comments what grinds your gears. What is something that is... This is interesting. What's something that doesn't really bother most people, but for you, it just really sends you over the edge? For me, it does bother a lot of people. It's people like licking their fingers after food. Can't stand it. I get it. You're not getting that much more off your... Whatever. It's done. Bye.
Leaving a like. There you go. And also, I'm going to leave a comment down here.
I'm already subscribed, so.
Yeah.
Have been for years. Show the bucket then.
I'll think of something here in a minute, because I want it to be something that's memorable, but not like overly infuriating. People will just be like, "Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about." Yeah, but anyway, I get what Jack is saying here. Mildly infuriating. Yeah, those things can be pretty infuriating. Not gonna lie. So the whole thing with Jack is that, you know, I'm glad that he's back doing stuff like this, but also at the same time, I worry about, you know, his mental health. For him to subject himself to this amount of stupidity is, I don't think, the best for him, but at the same time, he can do whatever the hell he wants. He's Jack frickin' Septiceye. But I don't know what else to say, man. This was a fun video. I'm glad we watched it. So, this was Mildly Infuriating by Jacksepticeye. What did you all think? What do you all find mildly infuriating? If you want to check out Jack's original video, link is in the description. If you want to just check out Jack's channel, click his name in the title of the video. And I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody.